Dinner is served. Okay, so as you can see, I've laid all my dreads out on the tray here without them falling off. I had quite a few. I had over 100 last time. I've got, after a recount of the recent join-ins, congos and all that on my head now, I've got around 96 or something, I think, something along those lines. But I've dropped a lot from the beginning. I had about 140. So a lot of joined up, and little ones have joined onto thicker ones, and some have made congos, so they've got splits and lots of different things. So I'm gonna go through these, pick ones that are the right, the similar width. They are all similar width just because I did the rubbing method to start off last time, so the sectioning will be kind of similar because of the thickness of my hair, and it was the same rubbing method. So I'm gonna start. Should take me about 5 minutes per dread, maybe 10. So you know, I've got some time, but I reckon I could do it in about 3 hours. I'm not going to record the whole thing, don't worry. Right, cool. Right, so I found similar width. I am gonna be losing my wispy random tips, which I do quite like, because a lot of these they are blunted. Not all of them. But they kind of, I did do a little bit of crocheting, but they kind of just turned out this way from me fiddling with my hair constantly. But over time they will frizz out again, I guess, if they're tight enough. Because I only had these for a year, so these ones are a lot more mature than these ones, I'd say. They're feeling pretty good. But anyway, so what I'm going to do, the top inch of this and the bottom inch of this, put it in just next to each other. This is my crochet hook. I'm using a 0.75, so it's nice and thin. And then I'm gonna push it through the bottom bit of this one and the top bit of this one, and just feed it through gently. Now, I'm not a big crochet hook fan, just because if you're too rough you can break the hair, so you've got to be quite gentle. And then just work your way up and down the dread through the body. So I'm going through the body of this one, and then I'm pulling it up, and then it should, okay, look, I've only done a couple of things and it's already staying, but I'll tuckle this in and just spin it round, you know, and just keep on rotating it and doing it from all angles, and then keeping it nice and tight, and yeah, that's basically it. So this is going to be me doing it. Yes, I can't really show you too much. I basically hold the dread like this, and if I want to get it out and it's a bit stuck, then I'll just give it a little spin, and that pulls it out quite nicely. I'm going down in the body, pulling up, feeling the hair, making sure I'm not feeling any breakages and not going any further than I actually have to, so I don't break it. So I can feel this bottom dread getting pulled in nice and slowly. Go. See here, it's still a bit messy, but give me time. Oh. Be careful when you're crocheting. Don't like go. Well, if you're really good, you can do it. But in the past, I've been doing it, and the crochet hook has slid on the top of my nail and into the cuticle and into the bed of the cuticle. And because it's a hook, you can't just pull it out, so you've got to kind of push in and down and slide out. And it's not the most comfortable of things. I've done it about 3 times on my previous set. Can you get it out? There we go. Sorry, bad accent, just slipped out. Bad Scottish accent, let's see. coming along. So I've done this. I've crocheted the old one to the new one. So there's about a 2-inch join there one side. Because I've got the wispy tips, I didn't mean to, I would have done it a little bit shorter, but it just, stay in for, more likely to stay in if it's got a bigger join connection to the dread. But because I've got the wispy tips, they kind of threaded down a bit, and this had like 3 tiny little wispy tip ends where it used to be 3 really thin dreads, and it created this one. And it's grown out like this, so it joined up quite nicely. So that's number 2. We're just giving it a palm roll just to kind of get it comfortable. So there you go, and as you can see, I don't want to put it too hard, but it's pretty strong actually. I reckon that will last. The only thing I'm worried about, I might lay on them in my sleep and pull them out like that. But so, smell different, so I just washed these. These have been in storage, so I'm going to use a scent salt spray and just give them a bit of an uplift, like musty, but not damp. It's quite a neutral smell, just the smell of general hair. So what I could do, if I wanted to, I'm not going to because it's a lot of effort and I'm a little bit lazy, if I'm honest. So what I could do is I could get a needle and thread and get the same colour thread as my hair, and just thread it through like this, like through one side, through the other, and maybe around a couple of times. And then what that's going to do, that's going to firmly hold it in place. And you never know, I might do it later on if I find I do really like them like this. Then I might do it at a later date and do maintenance on the join, and then stitch them in so I know then they're fully permanent. But at the moment it's just a tester really. I'm unemployed, so I've got loads of time. So what's 3-4 hours of doing your hair? It took me a little bit longer than I thought, but the more I do, the quicker I get. I haven't crocheted hair for about 3.5 years, so I've done the odd friend's hair, but never my own sort of thing. It's a bit different when you're working on your own instead of on someone's head like this. So yeah, that is how to extend dreadlocks from old dreads to new dreads. Well, now all new dread. Cool. So that's that. I'm gonna upload this, and feel free to ask any questions. Let me know what you think of what I'm doing. I am fully interested and want to know what your opinion is. I know some people will disapprove, but it's my hair at the end of the day, I guess. But I do love you all, and I'm here to help. So keep on messaging me, and I'm happy to help out, message you back, and meet up and do all of these amazing things. And the YouTube community does bring me a lot of happiness. So peace out, love you all, and happy dreading.